What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over Corky lures and how to rig them, how to throw them, the tips you need to know for them. But in order to do that, I have to find my Corky lures first. So let's go do that and then we're gonna hop right into this video. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the video. Everyone, we're gonna talk about these Paul Brown Corky lures. I'm gonna give three things. Number one, it's a little bit of background information on them. Number two, some tips and tricks for rigging them. And then number three, I'm gonna talk about how to throw them so you can maybe go and catch your personal PB trout or whatever you want. So starting off, these were made by Mr. Paul Brown and they were called Corky lures. So they are no longer really called Corkies. That is because the rights to these were bought by Lure. So unfortunately, Mr. Paul Brown does not make these anymore. But the reason they got the name Corky is because inside this gel that they are made of, they have a piece of cork, which gives the Corky its most well-known trait as a slow kind of diving, slow sinking type of bait, which is very unique. Not a lot of saltwater baits have that nowadays. They really come in four variations. Unfortunately, I do not have the original Corky here with me today. I think I broke off my last one fishing, and I haven't got another one yet. But we're gonna go ahead and start off. So this is probably my favorite type anyways. This is called the Paul Brown or Corky Fatboy. As you can see, he is slightly thick right here with two C's. This is one of the most popular for sure. Definitely one of my favorites. They also come in the Devil, which is this one here, has a little tail thingy on it. I like throwing this one also. And then most recently, Lure has also started making what they call a soft dine, which is this one here. Kind of resembles their other lures. They come in multiple sizes. I don't know which size exactly this is, but that is really the four variations that these lures come in. So getting into number two, we're gonna talk about a little bit of rigging these things, some tips and tricks that you can do before you actually throw this out there on your line. First being, it's really popular. A lot of people do with these lures to give it a little bit different of action, is that you can see how here the lure is straight. Now what a lot of people will do, and I have also often done, is that there's a wire that runs the length of this lure. And a lot of people like to take the nose of it and bend it down to where you get a little downward action. Ow, just hooked myself. And then you can do the same thing with the tail. You can bend it down. And so now you can see how it has a little bend in it, front and the back. And that's gonna give it a little more nose down action when you're working it through the water, make it look a little bit more natural. So that is a secret tip that a lot of people use with these lures, and I've been using them when I throw them, and it has been working as far as I know. Something you want to make sure of, I got this tip from Texas Fishing Force, is that when you make sure that you line up, that you want to make sure that down the back this is straight and that there are no bends in it. As you can see, there's a slight bend here on the top of this one, so I probably need to straighten that out. That main reason for that is that when you pull it through the water, any type of bend here in the back of this lure will make it spin in the water, and then it's going to be completely useless. So make sure that the back is straight, and if you want to, you can bend down the front, bend down the back. Also, when you catch a fish, check it every time, because a fish will mess this up and you will have to rebend it if you get into a big fish especially. Second tip, as far as kind of rigging these, what a lot of people like to do is do circle hooks. Now these have the trebles, they come with the trebles on them. That is the most popular, I would say, for sure. You can use circle hooks on here, whether you want to put them facing forward, facing backwards, that is completely up to you. Treble hooks are a mess, as most of you people know. You hook them, hook a fish, you get it in a net, treble hooks are in the net, treble hooks are in the fish, treble hooks gonna be in your hand if you don't be careful. And so treble hooks can be a mess. So if you like to switch these out for circle hooks, that is popular. As far as what kind of circle hooks to put these, I would look for ones similar size, kind of similar weight, so you don't throw off the sinking characteristic of the bait too much. Also, one quick rigging tip is that when you tie these, you want to tie a loop knot here on the end and then tie a leader. Fish these with a leader, but make sure you tie a loop knot. That will help with the action. So that kind of covers the tips real quick. We're gonna get into number three, how to throw the lure finally. But before that, guys, if you're new here, my name is Case Tides Fishing. Do all kind of fishing content, so if you enjoy that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Also, drop a like on the video if you found it helpful. Maybe tell me your favorite big fish that you've caught on a Paul Brown lure down in the comments below. I'd like to hear your stories. I need to start throwing these more. Haven't thrown them enough, but when I do throw them, I do enjoy it. But number 3, we're gonna get in how to throw these, like I was talking about. So the main characteristic of the Corky, that like we were talking about, is that it is a slow sinking lure. How slow? Well, typically the rule that these kind of go by is that they sink about 1 foot per second. So let's say you're wading, you're fishing in 2.5, 3 feet of water, or you're throwing into maybe 5 or 6 feet of water, and you want to fish the bottom of the water column. You throw it out there, you let it sit 1, 2, you get it, count to 3, 4, 5. Y'all can count in seconds, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, so you want to let it sink for about as how deep the water is, or however deep in the water column you want to fish. So remember, they sink at about 1 foot per second. So I will kind of give you a judge of where in the water column your bait is located. And then as far as rod action, when you throw these, throw them. I don't have a, I'm trying to see if I have an example fishing rod I can use around here, but unfortunately I do not. So we're gonna do this mentally. When you throw these lures, I got this tip actually from Captain Caleb TV. Go check out his channel below. He also has a video on these lures. I'll probably link to both Captain Caleb and Texas Fishing Forest below, as they have 2 good videos also on Corky Lures. But a tip that Captain Caleb gave is when you throw these, you throw it and you do the simple walking the dog action that you do, like kind of with a normal top water, I can say, or a soft plastic. But a trick is that you want to leave a pause for the bait to sink. So you're gonna throw it out, you're gonna let it sink, 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 and you're gonna twitch, 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 and then let it sink, and then twitch, 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 and let it sink. And so make sure on that sink that you're paying attention, because that's often when the bite comes. And a trick is also, Captain Caleb says, when you pop, 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 don't keep your rod tip in the air, because that is often when that bite comes, and that doesn't give you much room to set the hook. So when you want to pop, 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 kind of like low, and also be reeling at the same time, so you keep your rod tip low as you're popping the bait. Give it a few seconds to sink in the water column, or if you want to fish the top of the water column, don't worry about it too much. Give it a couple seconds to sink. Be expecting the bite on that sink. That is where a lot of the hits come on these lures. Now, these are extremely popular because they catch big fish, mainly big trout, a lot of times in the fall and winter, although you can throw these 365 days a year. I throw them when I throw them. I've thrown them in the summer before. I've thrown them in the wintertime. So they're good baits all around, and they're really known for catching some big fish. So if you're looking to catch your PB trout especially, you might want to go and pick up a thing of these top waters. This is actually a custom top water box that I got for my birthday for my sister. As you can see, they're kind of all brand new still, because these are expensive lures and I'm scared to throw them, to be honest with you. I've been throwing all my old ones. This is one of my old ones. You can see the difference. But anyways, these come in tons of different colors. Any color you can really imagine. You can pick these up at all fishing shows, all kind of places. They come in every pretty much color that you could imagine. So if you have a favorite color of a top water or down south or another soft plastic that you like to throw, they definitely come in that color. You just have to do a little bit of shopping around, but you can find these pretty much anything. So that's the gist on Corkies though. I'm looking forward to fishing with these this winter. I haven't thrown them a lot, but I have this whole box of custom Corkies, and I'm definitely going to throw them, or else my sister's going to get mad at me. So I need to use these, and I'm going to use these this winter. Hopefully catch my personal best trout, which is probably why my personal best trout is not over 25 inches. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. So that'll change after the summer when I start using these a little bit more. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found the video helpful. Drop a like on the channel. I also have some other videos talking about down south lures and also some of my favorite top waters. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, check out those. I'll link them down in the description below. Put them on the end card at the end of this video, so you can click right over to them and check those out. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.